You hear that, Parker? The birds are chirping. You're in a beach town. You're living the good life on vacation right now, man. Happy Fortitude and 15 Thursday. What's up on your vacay, dude? Thanks for making 15 minutes for me. I missed you. I feel like I haven't talked to you all week. He had his sunscreen, he had his swimsuit, he had his flip flops, but Elevation Nation, he forgot his microphone. So that's okay. We'll forgive him. He's in vacation mode. But I'm glad you're able to unplug, man. It's been honestly a refreshing week. We haven't done much Elevation Nation stuff this week. I think that's good for both of us. A little time away from work, get to relax, get to both see our families. How's your fam? What actual elevating did you do on this trip? I know you like to read. What are you reading right now? It's a good one. Damn, I've been trying to get that on my Kindle for so long, but it's never available. You gotta have to tell me how it is. Okay, I might have to. Cassidy was the first one to tell us about it, I think. Well, I'm excited for you that you get to read some good books on the beach. I feel like there's no better Parker Yablon relaxation activity than sitting on the beach in Cape May reading a book with his family. I mean, maybe having crabs at the same time and watching the Ravens. That's like your perfect situation, man. Hmm. That brings up an interesting concept, Parker, that I want to talk to you about. With the becoming of an adult, right? You move out of your house, you go to college, and for the first time ever, you're not seeing your family every single day. And you love that new freedom. It's cool in college, it's fun. They visit, whatever. I'm sure camp was like semi similar, but like college was the real one. And then adulthood happens, and you have jobs and responsibilities, and you're all across the country for some families. Talk about like, it sounds bad, but you have to put in effort and time and value and money in order to stay close in person, at least to the people that are in your family. So you have this family trip that you do every year. Talk to us about how that tradition has kind of like kept you guys close over the years as people have gotten older and had kids and gotten married and moved across the world. I feel like this tradition of Cape May has kept you guys all close as a crew. Sure. It brings back a really fond, even though it was a horrible time, memory that I have, which was when COVID hit. I think a lot of us were scared what was going to happen next. And I know me personally, I moved in with my parents down in Savannah for 6 months, just me and my parents. And it's really cool that opportunity as like an adult, you're working, you're figuring out young adulthood and your life and what you want. You're all navigating this scary event together, but you really start to see your parents as like adults, and I think they see you as an adult and a human being and a person. And it's this weird kind of switch that happens. And I think it's really good for a lot of like parent-child relationships if you are able to kind of spend extended time with your family, like seeing them in their everyday, how they work as an adult, not on vacation mode, but just seeing them every single day and what they like to do in their free time during the work week and how they work and what they have for dinner and what are they doing for lunch and going on walks after dinner and talking about life and things that are stressing you out. It's like I really enjoyed that period of my life, even though it was a scary one. Yeah. Oh, dude, 100%. I mean, both of our parentals moved in the last 4 years to completely new cities, right? And I mean, what's more symbolic of starting a new chapter of your life than moving where you reside? Full states, right? Regions of the US, totally different friend groups now, activities that take up their free time. It's totally a new chapter for them, just like it's a new chapter for us in figuring out adulthood. And um, and even thinking a little bit, Parker, here about my grandparents, right? I have both grandmas alive and figuring out time to spend with them, right? I don't live close to any of my family. And so making that effort to go learn from your grandparents who are in a totally different stage of their life. Both my grandmas are widowed, right? They're older. They're kind of approaching this new chapter of their lives where they're trying to, get through each day healthy, not fall, stay happy, talk with their friends. But that's a really tough stage as well. And it's interesting to kind of, be at our starting point, I guess, of adulthood and consciousness and understanding. And I see like the three generations in their different stages. And I think back, like, I don't know if you ever think about this. Like, I wonder what my dad or mom thought when they were 26, or I wonder what my grandma thought or was going through when they were 26. I'm pretty sure my grandma had like two kids. completely. It's totally different. And then I also think, unfortunately, but fortunately, every generation has their own challenges that they face. Societal challenges, internal family challenges, sicknesses, issues, financial problems, and every generation figures out how to navigate those problems too. I had my mom and dad do this. Yeah, I had I had my parents fill out this thing I got them for Hanukkah, which was really one of those gifts that you give your parents, but really you're the one that benefits from it. I don't know if you ever do that, Parker, but I do that a lot, which is probably not good. But I bought them this subscription to this storytelling company. And essentially, every week for a year straight, my patient mother and father, mostly my mom, to be honest, they filled out, I picked like 50 something stories, questions for them to answer. And they would tell a story answering those questions. And then this company compiled it and put it into a book. And I haven't read through everything yet, but I think it's like important as we get older to try to figure out the lessons that our parents learned throughout their lives to share with us. I don't know if you started to think like that at all, but spending more time with my grandmas is something I'm really trying to do now, to just like learn from them and what they've gone through. And same with my parents. I think a lot of the times we're always moving, like the problems of our day-to-day jobs take over our lives, and we forget that the people closest to us have so much wisdom to pass down to us that if we just asked questions, I think we would learn a lot. Yeah, I agree. Well, I'll end on a quote that I'm definitely going to butcher, but if you haven't listened to our episode this week with John Camardella, he brought up a concept at the end of the episode where he was talking about, he wanted to suffer more so that his children had to suffer less and others had to suffer less. And that, I think, mindset is really what has pushed generations and families forward over the last hundreds of years, right? And I think that kind of concept is perfect to end this episode as we talk about families and generations and the power of us coming together and learning from our parents and grandparents and everyone in the family tree. No. No. Dude, isolation for even like 1 year without other humans drives you mentally insane, and you'll develop mental health issues that possibly cannot be solved. So, no. It's funny you say that. I was just watching something and they like, doesn't matter. They threw this guy in like isolation, in jail. Like, dude, that messes you up for life. Sorry, I'm good. I hope you said no too. I sure hope so. Well, fair enough. Well, Parker's connection's a little weak and he needs to go to the beach now. So, Elevation Nation, we'll leave you with that. That spaceship question is one that we want to hear your thoughts on. Send us a message if you got an opinion. Until next week, peace.